Okay, give me a second. Setting up the live. I thought I was all set. My bad, you guys.
Okay.
What are you doing? Where'd she go? We started.
Did it kick me out?
It seemed like it. I don't know why. I thought you did that.
Yeah.
Come back in. Okay, there we go. We are all set. My bad, you guys.
Okay.
Okay, so there we are. I'm going to up. Okay, 1 second.
I don't know why do you use my computer.
I'm right here. Hold on. You're right there, world. You're right there, world.
Yeah.
It seemed like it. I don't know why. I thought you did that. Okay, hold on. Let me find out. Okay, there we go. I'm all set. My bad.
Okay.
Okay, so there we are. Okay, 1 second. One of these days I'll get this completely right.
And I'm trying to figure out why my camera went out.
You got it. There you go. Okay. Where
Okay.
did you go? There you are.
I think I'm there. There we go.
You ready to go? We ready to go? I think we're ready
Yes,
to go.
Lord. Goodness.
I think we are ready to go. All right, world. Oh, I was trying to get the link. Hold on. Got to get the right link. I'm going to post this. Where are you? Where are you? This is what happens when you have entirely too many tabs open on your machine. Feel free to chit chat. All right, there we go. Okay, world. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Let me just post this again because
Yeah, I
all the
posted in my
links have
group too.
changed. If you can manage to share this on your pages, please do so.
Yeah, I posted in my group.
Okay. That's that. One more thing. We are running behind, but I'm coming. Okay, ladies. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I can't hear anything. Okay. There we go. I'm sorry, ladies. I have to fix the link. All right, so I guess we could get started talking. Can you hear me? Everybody can hear me?
Yes.
But now I hear
Yes.
feedback once again. Okay, there we go. Is that? Close that. So, guess we can get started talking. Can you hear me? Everybody can hear me?
Yes. It's kind of like it's not loud like it was at first.
It's not?
Well, I can hear you now.
Okay. I feel like I'm getting feedback from somewhere. Okay, forget it. We'll just roll with this. Okay. All right, world. My apologies for the delay and the technical difficulties. I thought I had this under control, but apparently I still have a learning curve to overcome. Thank you for joining us on Strands, Fiber Arts Fashion on YouTube. I swear. It is echoing, and I don't know where.
Well, I can hear you now.
Okay.
Oh, it's a backlog echo too.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, roll with this. What? I'm closing everything. Oh, there we go. There it is. I think I found it. Too many tabs. Okay. We good? Can you hear me?
Yes.
See me? Okay.
Yeah.
Back again. Sorry. All right. We are 10 minutes late. Greetings, world. This is Stacie Jackson of Strands Fiber Arts Fashion. Thank you for coming to join us live with Miss Sharon Stringfellow of Stringfellow Crochet Designs and Miss Tisha Lynch of Hooked Crochet. Thank you, ladies, for joining me. I appreciate your time. And yes, thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you for bearing with me with
No
these
problem. Thank you for having me.
difficulties. All right, so we have Miss Sharon, who is a vet, what I call a vet to the Strand Show. And we have Miss Tisha, who is a newcomer to the Strand Show. We will be showcasing on September 27th and 28th at the Sweet Auburn Music Festival in the Auburn District of Atlanta. It's off of Irwin Street. If you go to sweetauburnmusicfest.com, you can get more information or follow them on Instagram at Sweet Auburn Music Fest. So, ladies, how are you doing today?
I'm wonderful.
Great.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Trying to get it together here. Okay, so Miss Sharon, can you introduce yourself and tell us what you do, who you are, and what you do?
Sure. I am Sharon of Stringfellow Crochet Designs, and I'm not your average squid. I'm in Washington, D.C. I crochet. I'm getting more into freeform now, which I'm loving. A lot of my crochet is for everyday wear. I crochet for myself, really, and I crochet for others. So if I can wear it, you can wear it. So yeah, that's how I feel about my stuff.
Right. That's a very good point. If you can
Yeah.
wear it, everybody can wear it, right?
Right.
So that same way. Okay, Miss Tisha, can you tell us who you are and what you do?
Well, I'm Tisha. I am also from the DMV area, so that is very surprising to hear. I
For
moved
real?
here about in 2013. Yes.
Okay.
I grew up in Maryland and DC, born in
Which
DC,
part?
raised in Maryland. PG County. I lived in Southeast for a little while, like when I was young. Then my mom got us out, moved us all over PG County. You name it, I probably lived in PG County somewhere.
I lived in Hyattsville.
Did
Okay.
you? So I lived in the Oxon Hill, Temple Hill area, Camp Springs, Fort Washington, all over that area.
Okay.
Majority of my life. Yeah. I still consider myself a newbie. I've been crocheting for a long, long time. But I did more of like the trinket stuff, blankets, socks, hats, things like that. Um, the tops. But for the show, decided to push myself a little bit and expand into doing more clothes, more form-fitting clothes. So I'm still learning. So I'm a newbie all around to myself, although I've been doing it. I do actually have a business called The Crochet. It was on apartment for a while, but then I had to return to mainstream work. So that's me.
And that gets in the way of everything, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. I had to shut down my business, which I was very sad about, but I'm back.
It's only temporary.
That's right.
Yes.
It's only temporary. I renamed you guys. Did I get your
Yes.
hashtag, your Instagram right? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All righty. Cool. Okay. So yeah, that's interesting. You're from the DMV, Sharon's from the DMV, Oni is from the DMV. You won't see Oni at this show, but yeah, she's from DMV. Who else?
And
Anybody else from up there? Oh, Kim, she's from Baltimore.
yeah, Kim, yeah.
Kim's from Baltimore.
Nice.
Baltimore.
Okay. Yeah.
I think that's all of y'all, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yep. Yeah, I did my time in the DMV. I lived in Hyattsville. When I first moved there, I lived in Hyattsville. Lived in Dale City, is that what it is? Where Potomac Mills is in Virginia.
Mhm.
Lived in Silver Spring as well. And then lived off of 8th and H in Southeast. Yeah.
8th and H.
8th and H. Back in the day, back when Republic Gardens and U Street was popping.
Oh yeah.
Before my time.
Would you say before your time?
Yes, before I was old enough to go, but that was my sister's time.
Oh.
Probably saw her in the club back in the day. Yeah, that used to be our spot. The whole U Street
Yeah.
experience was dope back then. I love DC. That was one of my favorite places that I've ever lived. I've lived in quite a few places, but DC and here in Atlanta are my favorites.
Yeah, I love it out here. I mean, I get a lot of mixed reviews still to this day, but since I crossed the Georgia line, I've loved it down here. So I don't plan returning on returning unless I have to.
Oh, really? Yeah.
No, ma'am.
I feel that way about my hometown, which is LA. You know, it's like
Oh, nice.
I'm good. I'm happy right here.
I'm trying to get my mom down here. She won't do it.
Really?
My
It's
sister
not
came
that-
down, but my mother just won't do it.
It's not that big of a culture shock though, from there
Right.
to here.
Correct.
It is a little bit just from the north and south mentality, but as far as anything else, it's really not, you know,
I agree.
it's not that big of a culture shock. When we moved back home for a minute, and that was a big culture shock to my daughters, like to be an actual non-dominant part of the community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I refuse to use that other word.
Correct. Yes.
To not be a dominant part of the community is kind of weird, you know, especially having had them grow up in this. And they take it for granted and like diversity. And I'm like, why?
Right.
So anyway, I'm sorry. Sorry to segue out.
Oh, no, all good.
So anyway, again, I want to thank you ladies for wanting to join or you, Sharon, for returning, and Tisha for wanting to join Strands. So that brings me to my first question. Actually, I'm going to give Tisha this question first, Sharon.
Okay.
What made you decide to join Strands for the very first time?
I actually saw Strands about 3 years ago, and I had been kind of following it, but to be honest, I was too scared. I felt like I was not advanced enough to put my stuff on display in that way. So I sent her flyer to one of my customers turned friends, and I was like, "Look, they're back again." And she was like, "Well, are you gonna do it this time?" And I'm like, "No, child, they're not gonna select me." And she was like, "Just do it, just do it." I'm like, "Okay." So then I put my app in or whatever, and 2 or 3 days later, I got selected, and I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
I hit her. I was like, "They picked me, God, they picked me." And she was like, "I knew it." And I was like, "Okay, now what? Now what am I gonna do with like my stuff?" So here I am.
Yes. I'm glad you're here. One thing I've noticed about what Strands does is takes people who are in your position who not necessarily has done a lot of wardrobe work,
Right.
and it pushes you to doing that. It like takes you out of your comfort zone and pushes you to expand your skill set. So
Definitely has, Lord knows.
good. So welcome aboard. Thank you for coming. And I can't wait to see what you're gonna bring us on the runway.
Yes.
All right, Miss Sharon. So where is your question? How has your experience in past Strands shows shaped the way you approach this year's collection? Mind you, you were there in March, right?
Right.
Okay, right.
Repeat that again. I got a brain fart.
Hold on 1 second. I said, how has your experience in past Strands shows shaped the way you approach
Okay.
this year's collection?
Hold on. What in the world? My phone. Hold on. End. I got to end this call. Somebody trying to call.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
She'll be right back. Well, you'll like our bunch. We're a fun bunch of people.
It seems like it. I'm very excited to meet you guys. I'm sad about Ava Crochet. I
Don't
can't
say
pronounce her
that.
name.
She's coming.
Yes, she is.
The fat lady ain't sung yet, so
I hope she comes. I've connected with her a little bit,
yes,
and I really hope she comes. I look forward to meeting everybody, but her in particular.
yes. And Miss Lazita is a wonderful person.
Lazita.
Yeah,
It's just I don't know, something about her energy. Like I just connect with her energy.
yeah, you will indeed, for sure. Lazita is great. Yeah, she fit right in with us in her first year. I forgot. It was like I can't even remember how long some of them have been with us. All I know is Aisha has been with us since the beginning. And
Okay.
Lazita came on, what is this, 2025? I can't remember if it was 2023. I don't remember. But anyway, she's done at least 2 shows with us before. So that's pretty cool. I like the fact that she comes back. We will miss her at the festival. If she, no, stop, wait.
We're gonna see her.
We'll not miss her at the festival because she's gonna be there, right?
I'm gonna see what I can do on Friday because I do want to help. I want to help her get here.
Okay. Yeah, I think the biggest thing is usually lodging.
Understood.
Yeah,
Understood. I can sidebar that with you.
yeah. Waiting on Miss Sharon to come back. But in the meantime, until she comes back,
Yeah.
what challenges or surprises have you encountered while preparing for your debut?
Woo. When I say I am my biggest critic. I always have been, no matter how good I am at something, I always feel I can do better. And like I said, I wasn't really into making clothes the way that I have done for this show. So it has been a huge challenge to figure out pattern, design, original design, taking pictures and bringing them to life, sizing, because that's something that I struggle with. The tears that I have cried in these last few months have been so much, but I've overcome it. My partner has been very supportive too. Like, I haven't gotten on his nerves with my tears and he's been very encouraging. And it's like, you got this, you're the gold and all of that stuff. I'm very surprised at some of the things that I have made in the short amount of time because I did have creator's block for about 2 months. So I cried for those 2 months. So from May to July, I didn't make a thing. I was distraught because I'm like, I'm not going to be able to do this. I'm going to just tell her to keep it, buddy. I'm not going to. I've gone through so many emotions. And then I said, July 1st, that's it. You are going to pick up the needle. I don't care what you make. You're going to make something. And I've been going ever since.
Good. Yeah, sometimes we do lose our crojo. And it is hard, like, to come back out of that sometimes,
Yes.
And the trick is usually to just make something, anything,
Yes.
pick it up
And that's what I did. I just made simple top.
right, Yeah, whew, yeah, I feel you. And for me, I'm always just split and torn between so many different things, which I need to stop doing to myself, that
Um,
crochet comes last usually for me. So
right.
you'll
Same.
find out if the more shows you do that I'm always weaving in ends and putting stuff together still right before my mama's away.
Okay,
So,
I feel good then, because I sure, ooh,
oh, we are always working to the last minute. So
okay,
don't feel bad if if you are too, you know,
okay.
that's just what it is. So
That's comforting actually, because I gotta be prepared. Everything gotta be finished, and what
so
am I
it's
gonna
called
do?
strands for a reason. Like like
Hey,
not last year, but the year before, I came with a dress I had just finished, but it was still hanging. And one of my vendors, Laverne of Busy Peach, she saw it and she was like, "You want me to help you weave those in?" Yes. Yes.
I feel a lot better because I have been and still am honestly stressing. I
Don't
feel like
stress.
my locks are thinning a little bit. I ain't gonna lie.
Just don't stress. Really don't stress. Because I mean, it's not that type of environment. You know, it is what it is. I look at it as it is what it is, and what's gonna happen is gonna happen. And whatever's supposed to happen is going to happen, right? And it's always good. We had one small hiccup last year at the end on some other nonsense, but that didn't have anything to do with the designers. But everything usually, not usually, everything always works out. So don't be stressed. And if there's strings hanging, that's just what it is. I mean, we're hand making our stuff,
It's
and
gonna go out like it's gonna go out.
it's gonna go out like it's gonna go out. I mean, you'll see some of my pictures I'll post. I got steel strings hanging. I don't care. You know, it's like it's handmade. I'll
Yeah.
weave it in later. So it is what it is. They have those there are companies coming up about undoing hair, like undoing braids and stuff.
Yeah,
Somebody wants to start a weave-in company for just weaving in ends for folks. Like send the finished pieces and just weave them on in. Because that is the part. Like I swear I try to tell myself I'm a weave in as I go, but I'm not mature enough for that yet. I haven't, you
I've
know.
learned to lose some of my perfection and find the beauty in the imperfection of my work.
Right. Overcoming perfection. I'm still teetering on that. I ain't completely overcome it. Overcome striving for perfection is a thing. All right,
It's
Miss Sharon is back. Hello.
Sorry, y'all. Somebody
Oh.
tried to call me and it just blanked out. Yeah, I don't know how to use all this stuff anyway. So I'm
Yeah,
trying to get used to all this.
it's a lot, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
saw
a
what I
lot.
just went through for 10 minutes. Like, and I got 3 screens and like, I don't know, at least 50, 60 tabs open all throughout all of the screens.
Hey.
So I had to close them all out, and then closing them out made me lose what I had open. So yeah, I get it. So don't worry. We're all in this good company here, dealing with the same things.
Yeah.
All right. So my question to you was, how has your experience in past Strands shows shaped the way you approach this year's collection?
In the past shows, you know, I love Strands because it pushes me to a different level every time.
Mhm.
And I always like to try new stuff anyway. So
yeah.
it just gives me an opportunity to get my skills set together
Mhm.
and just execute it. And I'd be like, oh shit, I'd be like, oh man, this is coming out. All right. So,
Right.
my previous approach is to make it better than it was last time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I like a challenge. So that's good for me.
Yeah. I'm still trying to debate on next year's theme. I have two that I'm floating around, but I don't want to speak on them right
I'm
now.
about to
But
say name one.
name one,
Yeah.
all black everything.
Ooh. Okay.
With black
Okay.
yarn,
But I don't know.
I
That's
like
the
it.
That sounds good though.
Just throwing it out there. I like it.
I like it too, but that's, black yarn is a pain in the behind to deal with.
It is.
So I don't know if I would be handicapping us doing that or just,
Are you gonna challenge us for sure? I guarantee you that.
yeah. So, but I'm all black everything about everything. So might as
Yeah,
well bring it into a theme. So,
Period.
that'd be nice though.
and when I say all black everything, I don't mean it to actually have to be all black, but it
Yeah,
could,
I'm gonna throw some orange in there somewhere.
of course,
Trim,
right.
trim
There's
it somewhere.
spots of color, of course, but
Yeah,
we'll see. That's one of them. I'm
that
not going to
sounds
speak
good
on the
though.
other one then, since I gave you that one.
Thank you.
All right, so question. I'm going to go back to questions for both of you.
Okay.
Sharon, can you tell us about your brand and what inspired you to start crocheting?
Well, I learned to crochet when I was young, probably like 10, and I've always done it. Only thing I knew how to do was like I never really liked blankets. So I would do what is it? I'm a origami, you know what I'm
Am-
talking about. I would do that and
Amigurumi?
make hats and just make every little thing.
Mhm.
And then a couple of years ago during the pandemic, I was like, I'm gonna start making me some clothes because I had the time to do it. Everything was shut
Yeah.
down, and that's what got me going. Was the pandemic and really trying to make outfits for myself.
Mhm.
That's what really started me working on making garments and things, and in Stringfellow Crochet Designs is me. That's my name.
Don't you
Look,
love how your name is so appropriate?
yeah. All this time, I didn't even realize that until I got serious about trying to make it a business. I was like, what can my business name
Yeah.
be? And Stringfellow.
Yeah,
Okay, that's a good one.
it's it's
Perfect.
apropos.
Because people ask me, is that your real name for real? I'm like, yeah, that's my name for real.
Right. So
That's it.
appropriate. I love that.
Thank you.
All right, Miss Tisha, what about you?
Um, well, crochet kind of came to me by accident.
Okay.
A
Also,
former friend of mine, I was actually prepping to move to Georgia, and she had the yarn and the hook and a chair. And I was like, what is that? And she was like, oh, it's just crocheting. And I was like, well, can you teach it to me? I couldn't pick it up to save my life. Like I went out and bought the stuff and I just got frustrated with it. So I put it down for a whole year. So then my sister, she sent me a picture of this cute little neck cowl. I didn't know what it was at the time, but she was like, can you make this? I said, well, I'll try. Like, I ain't done it in a whole year. So I made it and I called it a QT necktie. So that's initially what my business started out as, QT necktie. So I made a bunch of those. So I saw these cute little knee-high socks and I made those and I called them sister socks because I made my very first pair for my sister. And that's when my business kind of took off, like to date. And that was over 10 years ago. That is my hottest
wow.
item. And we decided to mature my name from QT neckties. So I picked Hooked. And I've been going ever since. I love
Yes,
it. It's very therapeutic. It
Mhm.
actually helped me
yes.
sustain my bills at one point because I didn't have a very high paying job when I first came to Georgia. So when I started the business and it boomed, it actually helped me sustain for a very long time.
Oh, that sounds great. Absolutely great. So what frustrated you in the beginning?
Oh Lord, just learning it. Like I couldn't figure out how to hold the needle. I didn't really know how to do the tension.
Hmm.
And I just figured, I mean, I'm like, it's just yarn. I'm not good at it anyway. So I put it down. And when my sister challenged me to make her necktie, I realized how good I had be how good I could get at it. And I kept
Hmm.
practicing, and it just went from there. And I think me being a perfectionist at first kind of is what got me good at it. And I've been going ever since.
I find the hardest thing to teach about crochet is getting the tension right.
Yep,
Yes,
that's
that
it.
was the hardest part.
And holding the
Holding the
yarn.
yarn. Yes,
Yes.
holding the yarn. So what I did a crochet camp and I was like, it's gonna take days for them to figure out how to get the hook right. And I feel like if you're taking that much time, you're gonna lose your
You're not gonna like it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're gonna
It's,
lose your
yes.
mojo for it. So
Mhm.
I found those. Wait, where is it? Where is one? I still have one right here somewhere. Hold on, hold on, hold on. This isn't a good one. But these crochet rings.
Oh.
You
One of my
put-
friends sent that to me
yeah.
to try to use.
This one is a little big, but yeah, you just put it on your finger and you wrap the yarn around it, and it can control your tension for you.
Oh.
So this is what I gave the girls to use, so that they could learn how to actually do the stitches first.
Right.
Mhm.
Then we went back and learned how to hold the yarn and and getting the tension right, so
Right.
that at least they knew what to do in order to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, to me, the most frustrating part to learn and to teach is holding that hook and well, really holding the yarn and getting the tension right.
Yeah.
Like, whew, it's like, how do you explain this? How do you show someone what you mean by you need to be taut, but not too tight, like
Right.
Yeah.
it's not the easiest thing to explain. I will tell you that. So I prefer to teach intermediate classes. I prefer to teach people how to
Right.
enhance what they already know.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, can you already crochet? If you can already crochet, then yeah, let's go. But no, I do teach beginning. Okay, well, that isn't good to hear about your businesses. So Tisha, you've been doing it for about 10 years, you say?
Um, I started in, I want to say 2014 or 2015, which is surprising because I'm now just making clothes, but around that time, yeah, about
Okay.
10 years.
I mean, shoot, I learned how to crochet when I was fourth, fifth grade, 9, 10, somewhere around there.
Mhm.
I didn't start making clothes until my daughter was born and she's 21. So,
Mhm.
I mean, it took me a long time to do that. And only because I'm lazy and impatient and I couldn't do no more blankets like this. That just wasn't going to work for me. I had to figure out something to do that I can get done in a day,
Yeah.
So I started making bikinis first and foremost.
But I've always did well with following patterns.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I learned how to make clothes. But as I got older, I didn't know how to make them for myself
Mm-hmm.
if I didn't have a pattern. And that's what I focused on, just measurements and all that stuff for myself.
Right.
And that helped me, make things for other people.
Right.
I'm different. I don't follow a pattern well at all. It's funny enough. Like I try anything that I make, I try to make it my own.
Mm-hmm.
And just following a pattern, I've just never been able to do it for whatever reason. Like it just goes awry. So I just go off on my own and do my own thing. So I one of the hardest things I do struggle with because I don't follow a part of pattern when I guess is measuring and measurements, like the proper measurements, like making bottoms, skirts, things like that is something that I did learn that I struggle with.
Yeah. It's funny how people fall into the different camps. Either you can read a pattern or you can't,
Mhm.
or you follow them or you just can't. I started off reading patterns, so I was always making things toward patterns. So it's only been over the last since I've been doing strands that I've actually stepped away from doing patterns. So
Mm-hmm.
that's how strands has helped me, is that being around people who can just freestyle
Mm-hmm.
something just right off the dome without a pattern
Mm-hmm.
helped inspire me to do the same thing. So
Yeah.
um, now I don't use a pattern to construct my clothes. What I will do is use a stitch dictionary. I have to have a
Yeah.
say that 10 times fast. Stitch dictionary. That is like not easy to say. A stitch dictionary, and I will take a physical garment, like a regular like shirt or whatever, and I'll use that as a pattern. Like if I
Mm-hmm.
Right.
see if I want it to be like a dress or whatever, and I like the design of that dress, I'll use that to as my guideline for a
Mhm.
pattern. Um, for bikinis and stuff, I would just go buy underwear from the store for like sizing. Like if I needed to make something large for, a plus size, I would just go buy a plus size pair of underwear and use that as the pattern.
Mm-hmm.
Just split the seams and then just go along that. But definitely reading patterns is helpful. I don't think it's necessary, but it's definitely helpful. And reading charts too. That's the other
Yeah.
part of it, is being able to read that chart. And I find the chart way more helpful than the actual words of a pattern.
Yeah.
That's for future reference, if you want to learn how to use a pattern, a chart or a pattern. Okay, enough of me rambling. Sharon,
Yes.
what does the theme "Oh So Meshy" mean to you, and how does it influence your designs?
Oh, so meshy. I love the mesh. Most of everything that I make myself has a mesh in it. Because
Mhm.
I like the movement of it, and I just love the movement of it, especially when it's just flowing like I want it to.
Right.
And the oh so meshy is just meshy. It's like everybody, it's good when you see everybody's ideas,
Mhm.
their creativity poured into their garments. It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, I agree.
wow.
Yep.
Because everybody, we all doing the same thing, but we all doing something different.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's amazing to me.
It is.
Yeah, it's just, I get so excited when I just get around the girls and I be all over the place. Like, oh, yeah. So,
We
yeah.
we fangirl a lot, Tisha. We fangirl over each other a lot.
Oh,
Oh, I
yeah.
love it. I can't wait to see y'all stuff. Literally.
We
I'm
fangirl
ready.
a lot.
I love the energy. Yes.
Yeah, we learn from each other. There's no gatekeeping. There, we have a good time, and the sisterhood that's been built around Strands is pretty phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
Really enjoy it. So, like you said, you can't wait to meet Lazita because her
I'm
energy.
ready to meet everybody, to be honest.
Right,
It's
of
just her,
course, of
her
course.
energy poured to me, but I'm so excited to meet everybody.
Right. Well, we are excited to meet you in person as well. Okay, so for you, same question. What does the theme "Oh So Meshy" mean to you? And how?
A lot of what she said is just interesting seeing everybody designs. Also meshy. The first thing I thought was messy and messy designs. I've actually kind of been stuck on the strands portion about it. I actually built a whole outfit behind that thing. Um, but I too like mesh. That's one of my unfinished designs right here for the show, actually. And it's just, I love the way it flows, it feels, it fits as well. And it's quick workup.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the main thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Is the
I
quick
too am
workout.
like you. I'm very impatient with my garments and I need stuff that's gonna hold my attention and it has to
Yeah.
work up quick. So
Mm-hmm.
when we got that theme, I said, Lord, I can do this because well, I beat myself up a lot, but I'm like, I can do a lot of quick design. So a lot of my stuff is based around that.
Yes, yes, it works up so quick. And again, I've said this all the time about mesh is you can put it on anybody. This one garment can fit 5 different size
Yeah.
people if it's, well constructed initially, but mesh stretches and it's a phenomenal pattern to work with. And there are so many different ways you can pull off a mesh. There's so many different ways. And that's one thing that I've been doing is trying to figure out different ways to present it instead of just the regular 5 chains, double
Mm-hmm.
crochet or single crochet,
Yeah.
so I'll just mix a bunch of different mesh stitches together sometimes. I did find a YouTube video, a set of YouTube videos that has a lot of good different mesh patterns on it too. I have to post that for y'all somewhere. But they're pretty cool patterns. Um, I want to also say this, Tisha has been helping make marketing materials for the show, and
Yeah.
they
Oh,
have been
please.
phenomenal. So I
Thank
appreciate you so much for that because my plate is
you.
crazy. Um,
Yes,
and yeah, I need to hire you.
I'm ready. Listen, even if it's just talent or time or whatever that is, and for the experience, it's
Yeah,
just something I genuinely enjoy doing with anything. Like I will do that for any and every event that I throw. It's just it comes natural. I love doing that kind of stuff. So if you need it, just hit me up. I got it.
I will definitely
Oh, I
do.
wish I had that kind of talent. I can't do
You do.
it. I
You
can't.
got
Just
your
got
own
started.
talent. You do hair. I can't
Yeah,
do.
but sometimes I
Oh,
want a
and you
little.
too. What
I
in the
want to post a board or something. Dude, I want to put something on the blue or something. I can't do all that stuff.
world?
I can't.
Only because you're saying you can't.
Yeah,
Right.
well,
And a lot of the stuff I learned
I
from
might
my
as well say I
son.
don't
So
want to then, because
You
yeah,
just haven't tried it.
yeah,
that's why I said you know how to do it. You just got to start. Just like
okay,
crocheting. We all
okay,
started somewhere.
And I mean, in like tools like Canva and stuff like that, what you think
Yeah.
is difficult and hard be so doggone easy. It's not even funny.
okay.
So maybe I'll put together a little course for the designers on
Ooh, that'll be nice.
yeah, on how to just get a couple easy things done in Canva.
Yeah.
Because Canva is an awesome tool. It does a lot. I used to be stuck to the Adobe Photoshop world. You don't even need that no more, like at all. So
Canva is a really good tool. Canva and CapCut.
yes, CapCut is cool too, but I'm not paying for that right now.
Oh, me either. It's
You
not
you
free.
don't?
It's not for me.
I guess maybe the one on the computer, on the desktop, you have to pay for. I don't know. And I don't like doing stuff on my phone. So that's my downfall. I don't like doing stuff off my phone. I want to be
Yeah.
on a computer on a keyboard with a screen. So it's like, okay, I don't like doing things from my phone. So I have to get back to CapCut on my phone because I had been using it on the computer and they charge you. Uh,
Oh,
exports are not free.
I screenshot before I export it.
Say that again.
I screenshot and CapCut,
Oh,
if I want certain things, because I don't.
they said I
Uh,
don't
you
have
need a
the
little,
time.
you need
yeah.
a course. Okay. Um, Sharon, what materials, techniques, stitches, and colors do you gravitate toward in your work? I already know one of the
Yeah,
answers.
orange is my favorite color. I have been expanding my colors, like trying to add. I think orange goes with everything.
It does.
So
It does.
I've been adding pink to it and green to it, and it's been working out real good. My stitch technique, I do go. I have a book also that I have with different stitches in it, and I do surf on YouTube a lot just to
Mhm.
learn different stitch techniques. Um, as I mentioned earlier, I do the free form,
Yep.
and the free form I really love the free form because you just make your motifs and just connect them any kind of way your brain tells you to connect them. And then one time at the last show, I did a top free form. I started with one, of course, it was orange. I started with an orange piece of yarn, and I just went for it, and it turned out so good. I used 11 different yarn fibers
Hmm.
in that one particular garment because I was like, I'm just gonna see how it grows, and
Right.
it worked up really well.
Yeah, the nice different textures and all that.
Yeah, I just like playing with yarns, different textures and different stitches.
I have not been brave enough to try freeform yet.
Girl, go for it.
I
You
have a bunch of motifs sitting around, so I was like,
uh-huh.
maybe I'll connect these all together. But they all wild and crazy looking, so
You know, man.
it would definitely be a hodgepodge piece, whatever gets put together. But I gotta try that next. Is the freeform. I
Yeah.
like your piece, what you did. You've done more than one, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That's
that's what, like, a lot of my clients, that's what they want. Because it allows you to just create, and they don't
Yeah.
know how it's gonna come out because I don't know how it's gonna come out. But
right.
most of the time, they love it. I love it. I'm like, okay, this might be my thing right here.
Right, right, right,
Because I
right.
don't like making the same thing over and over and over again. That's
I
why I
don't like
really
making
don't
it
do
twice.
a lot of hats and all that stuff unless I'm like the hat collection that I'm doing now. I'm No one is the same. So don't tell me to make that hat again because I'm not doing it. I can't do it, and I don't want to. I don't ask people what color you want. I don't do that. I don't want to be that designer.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't like making things more than once. And first of all, because I'm freestyling it, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm not writing the pattern down,
Right.
and I'm done. And once it's done, it's done.
It's
Unless it's
done.
something really simple and easy, but I try not to make things more than once. I'm trying to
Yeah.
think. If I do, it would definitely be a different color and something
Yeah.
special added to it. But yeah, I feel you on that. All right, Miss Tisha, same question to you. What materials, techniques, stitches, and colors do you gravitate toward in your work?
Um, well, one stitch I can't stand is single crochet. If anything I've come across, I will change it to a half double so fast.
Mhm.
Half double crochet is actually one of my favorites, or trebles. I don't know if I necessarily have a technique. I guess I could say I'm free form. I don't, like I said, I don't really follow patterns, but I will take a picture and bring it to life. See, colors. Red is my super favorite color. Like the way
Uh-huh.
you love orange, I love red 30 times more, I promise. My business is based around red. Um, I I don't have a particular color that I stick to. I kind of dabble in all the colors, but what I do know is I need to learn to mix colors more
Mhm.
because I'm more of a straight and narrow. It's gonna be black and red or green and white. I do need to learn to step outside my comfort zone when it comes to mixing and matching colors.
Mhm.
So that is something that I need to learn and I'm working on.
Sometimes what happens for me is I'll be moving yarn around, just from one place to another, and like three colors will end up together. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
that's pretty.
Mhm.
So a lot of times it happens for me like that. It's just that I have so many different colors, and then just moving them around, they just reveal themselves to me. Like, okay.
I wish I'm such a plain Jane when it comes to mixing my colors. I really am. I can admit it, but everything I make is nice. I just wish I had more. I was more adventurous with
Mhm.
my color scale in one piece of work.
And then thread helps too to do that. Like you
Yeah.
could keep a red garment, but then like throw a orange thread in there somewhere too, and just change up the
Hmm.
color just a little bit. Um, just some ideas if you want to ever expand into that.
I definitely need to explore outside. I'm an acrylic girly. I still am. Everything I make is acrylic yarn. That's why I was asking in the beginning some of the different yarns you guys use because I really don't know how to use any other type of yarn to make my garments outside of acrylic yarn.
I use cotton mostly, cotton and
Yeah.
bamboo. Yeah. That's my go-to. I'm a natural fiber girl. And I like size 3 weight, the
Hmm.
best sport weight yarn. Um, but yeah, bamboo, I like the way bamboo flows. If you want a flowy garment, bamboo is it for that. No matter what kind of stitch pattern you're using, if it's mesh, if it's not, it'll still flow regardless.
Mm.
Okay, okay. Do you have any can I say that word? Stitch dictionaries that you keep handy?
I don't. As I say, even though I've been doing it for such a long time, I know there's so much more growing that I have to do, or that I want to do rather.
Mhm.
So I don't, a lot of the things that people use, I don't know how I get by with such great pieces because I don't really use much of anything outside of looking at pictures. I'll do YouTube sometimes just to get an idea of how to start something, but then I just kind of do it myself in my own way.
Mhm.
So I know there are a lot of tools out there that I don't either know of, which I'm hoping to learn from you guys. Or I just don't use them because I've been so successful in the little bit that I have been doing. So I know to step outside my comfort zone and to learn a lot more, I need to start using a lot more of the tools that I have out there.
I would say a stitch dictionary is key. Like just get one that has a whole lot of stitches in it. And just one day just use that stitch to make your garment instead of just, regular mesh or going back and forth rows. Um, you'll be
Yeah.
surprised what you come out with.
Yeah. That's what I do. I normally, if I learn a stitch and I'd be like, oh, I'm gonna make something with this stitch,
Right.
and it changes the whole outfit.
It really
I
does.
think some of the stitches that I've learned, I wouldn't say recently, but just sporadically would be like the popcorn stitch. I've done a few things with that. I made a dress entirely of star stitch, which turned out really pretty. But outside of those, I'm more of the good old. I'm the granny, and the granny crochet is me.
Yeah, Okay, so let's talk about what you don't like about crochet. What's one thing that you don't like, Sharon?
That I can't finish it quick enough.
Oh, I would say that's it right there.
That's
That's
what
the one.
I normally don't have unfinished projects. When I start something, I finish. So I don't have a basket of work in
Whips,
progress. I
like I
don't.
do.
So when I'm just doing, I just like, okay, let me hurry up and finish this so I can make something else.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish I had that discipline. You should see how many whips are just sitting along my couch right now. Like I get
Oh,
90% done, put it down, start the next one. Then showtime comes. The last week of the show, I'm like, ooh, look, I got this one done. I got this one done.
but see, now I'm not gonna say I don't have work in progress. Now for a show, I might have 6 or 7 things going at one time. But if I'm not doing a show or anything, I will start something and finish it.
Yeah.
So I
I don't
won't
have very
have
many
all of that.
interactions with them.
Yeah.
I admire y'all. And then the like I said before, the strings don't get wove in until it's time to go on a model.
Baby's not playing. Okay. I would say that's one of mine. Weaving in ends. I can't stand it.
Yeah, I can't stand it either. What I can't stand the most is a chain. Like
Oh,
Oh,
I can't stand starting anything with a long chain. So I do everything I can to avoid that. Um, so motifs is one way to do so. Like I usually will start whatever it is with a band of motifs first, and then
mhm.
use that as my base to crochet from, because I
Yeah.
can't stand trying to work into the chain at all.
me
Like
too.
I don't like, and I also don't like the fact that I don't know what the formula is on how much shrinkage you're gonna lose when you make that chain. I know you're supposed to do a gauge stop swatch,
Mhm.
but who got time for that?
Who has time for that?
Who got time for that? Even though we really, really, really should be doing that. But sometimes you'll make a chain that's 10 inches long and you go to working in it and it'll end up being 7 inches long. And it's like, well, okay, now
Mhm.
what? So I figured out my own way to get around that is just to start with motifs damn near every time.
Mhm.
And then I figured out how I can make a bunch of loops. I don't know if y'all saw that video where I'm
Yeah.
making loops as my base chain instead of having to go into each stitch. I can't. I just be like, okay.
I
uh,
wear the foundation chain out now. Now that I've
yeah,
figured out how to do it, foundation
that,
chain is my
yes.
go-to every time now. I also can't stand the working in the chain. God.
Yes, so I'll use the foundation chain too. If I have to do that, yes, but I done found ways around that now too. So it's like, I'm not counting all these stitches. I'm not doing all
Mhm.
of that. Like I'm just not. You talk about chain 100 stitches. Nope, I will not.
Right. Because my thing is I forget to count and then I got to go back and recount it. I don't want to do all
Right.
that.
And then
Okay,
you miss one stitch and it's over.
so okay, same here. And I realize I don't know how to count. I don't know if y'all have this problem, but I don't know how to count. I know I'd be like 35, 36, 5, 57, 82. Like,
Uh-uh.
I don't know what's going on. So the way I've gotten around that is to use stitch markers. Do you use stitch markers?
Yeah, I
I
use stitch
don't.
markers.
Okay,
I
so I
don't.
got them little, shoot, I don't
Yeah,
have.
I
I
use a
have
piece
them.
of
I
yarn for
have them.
mine.
So
I've never used them.
So if I got to count 100 chains, I'm counting 10, stitch marking, count another 10, stitch marking, count another 10 till I get to 10, 10, 10 tens. And I know that's 100 because I'm not going back to counting, all these chains. And if I miss one, I'm not doing that. So yeah, these are lazy hooker tips. So
Guess what? If I miss a chain, we just gonna figure it out on the way back. I'm not going back. I'm not going back.
right, not going back. Exactly that. So I love my little stitch markers. They are so handy to have at all times. Yeah, I can't stand a change. And you're right, Sharon. I wish it could get done quicker. I had a
Mhm.
Yeah.
lady once say, "Oh, she had an outfit." She was like, "It'll probably just take you a day to make that outfit." I'm looking at her like,
What?
like you realize I have to make the fabric, right? You're like,
Right.
like it's not fabric that I could just cut and then sew together. Like, no, a
The through
day.
this
Like, how
journey,
about
the amount of people that are kind of unaware of the time that it makes, and I beat myself up because I definitely undercharge, but the amount of time that this stuff takes, like it's not gonna take me 2 hours to make you a wedding dress.
Right.
No.
Yeah,
Got you.
I think I crochet pretty fast, and I can whip out
Yeah.
my garments fast. But I'm not gonna let nobody put me on no timetable. No, you're not gonna tell me how long it's gonna take me. I'll let you know when I finish.
You need to be more like you. Yo, I tell somebody give me 2, 3 weeks or whatever like that, but I think I'm gonna just when I'm done with it, that's when you'll get it. That's my motto for 26. That's it.
Yeah,
Right, because the whole point is it shouldn't be a chore to us, right?
right,
Yeah, yeah,
Because once it
right.
becomes a chore, I don't want to do it anymore.
And
right.
that's one of the reasons why I when I was making things, when I first started making things, I'm asking people, what color you want? What color you want? What color you want? And I'm taking orders and stuff, and I got tired of that. And I was like, I don't want to do this no more because it wasn't fun for me. I like to
Mm-mm.
have fun. I don't want to feel like it's a job.
Right.
Right.
I just want to enjoy what I'm doing.
And if it take me a week longer, so be it. You know, I
Yes.
don't want to be held to anyone's time frame. So you can buy what I got, but I don't know if I'm necessarily going to take orders like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really like to only crochet for the runway, and I just wear my stuff. I don't really take too many orders from people like that.
Yeah.
I truly need to crochet more for myself. I mean, I can on less than one hand for as long as I've been crocheting. That's how many things I've made for me. Like
Girl, most of my stuff I
I
make.
know
I make
I need
most
to do
all my
better,
stuff.
but I really do.
Yep, because you're a walking billboard. Because
Yep.
people be like,
Yes,
"Oh, that's cute." I'm like,
that's
"I
what I
made
hear all the
it."
time. Yep, I know. I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna do better for myself anyway. It's
Even
just
if
like if
it's
I'm not getting paid for
earrings,
it, I don't want to make it.
like even if it's earrings,
Yep.
something simple. Because you are your own walking billboard, right?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, here's another question for you. Who or what has influenced your creative journey the most? Sharon.
Um, who hasn't influenced my creative journey? The world. I I look, I could be sitting here in my like looking out this window and a bus go past. And if I see something on there, it might be a color that I like. It may be a picture on there. I'd be like, "Ooh, that's a nice hat," or "Ooh, that's a nice top she got on." I might could do something like that. That might look good in crochet.
Mhm.
So that's what inspires me, and being um friends with different people who crochet in the crochet community, that inspires me too because we all feed off each other. People think they got this thing coined. No, they don't. Okay. Oh, I did this, I did that. Okay. I'm pretty sure you done seen that stitch somewhere. I'm pretty sure you done found you done saw somewhere to make you want to make that.
Mhm.
Not all the time, but a lot of times. And I mean, it's just disheartening sometimes when people try to act like it's theirs and they came up with the idea
Right,
all by themselves. So yeah, I get inspiration from anywhere really.
right. I feel you on that. Same, Tisha?
Yeah, I would say for the most part the same. But most of my motivation and some of my ideas actually come from my customers, my friends. They will snapshot a picture. Oh, I thought of you. Can you make this? They'll tag me in something, even if it is or it could be another crocheter's post, and they will
Mm-hmm.
tag me and they'd be like, "Oh my God, I know the perfect person to make this." So a lot of my inspiration actually comes from my friends and my customers who see things that they feel inspired for me to make. So that's
Yes,
how I get most of my motivation and inspiration. They will screenshot me and inbox me in a minute.
girl. I got so many screenshots in my
I mean,
phone. Oh,
listen.
I'd be like, if y'all don't stop sending me other people's stuff, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
right. And I tell people out of all the stuff I make, why you don't send me somebody else stuff? I make a lot of stuff. Why I don't want to make that?
I'd be like, go to who made that and
Right.
buy it from them.
Well, so what they know that even if they bring me someone else's stuff, I'm not gonna make it
Right.
exact because I'm
Right.
not
You
a
don't make it your
copycat. And if
own.
I do ever make exact, I will tag the original designer. But they know that if they're bringing it to me, it's gonna come out cooked,
Different.
not
Yeah.
whoever you sent me
Yeah,
to.
you put your
So
own style to it.
yeah,
You have to do that nowadays. But
yeah, I
yeah,
can't copy.
people be sending stuff. I'm like, don't send me nothing from nobody else's stuff. Please don't do that. Because I don't want to copy anybody, like ever.
Right.
I don't even want, sometimes I don't even like looking at other people's crochet work just because I don't even want to be influenced in that way when I create my own stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Um, there are some people I'll look at work because I'm like, I ain't doing that at all, just period. I'm not gonna do
Yeah. Yeah.
that. But I just don't. I try to stay in my own lane as much as I possibly can.
Right.
As much as I possibly can. And regular clothes is what inspires me to make crochet clothes. Like I said, if I see I have that this rainbow dress that everybody loves, it's just an actual dress I have in my closet and I just duplicated it in crochet and it came out great. So that's where I get my inspiration from. It's my own wardrobe and then me messing around with yarn balls and coming up with color schemes mostly. Okay, so we are at 4 o'clock, but we were late, so we're gonna go over just a little
Okay.
bit. Um, question is, how do you want your audience to feel when they see your collection on the runway? Sharon?
Ew, I want them to feel energized. I
Okay.
mean, because I love my stuff so much. And when I see my stuff out there, sometimes I cry because it's like, I don't believe I made that shit. I mean, it's like, damn, girl, you did that. So I amaze myself. I just want people to be energized and be like, ooh,
Mm-hmm.
I want that wow
Right.
factor,
Right.
because I just love what I do. I just love it.
Right. I love how you said that. I just love myself so much because we've been
I
taught to
know.
do that, and we actually need to do that more. So I really like that. I
Yeah,
hope
because
people are
when I
listening.
crochet for other people, I be like, okay, if you was that size, Sharon, you could wear that. You would
Listen,
wear that if you was that
hey,
size. So I always try to make stuff that I wouldn't mind seeing my daughter in, or wouldn't mind seeing myself, or my own. Well, my mom, she deceased, but even her, someone older than me, anybody, just they be like, when I go out, I be like, people compliment me. I'm like, thank you.
Right.
So that makes me feel good.
Right. It really does. Okay, Miss Tisha, how about you?
I want some of the same, some of that wow factor. I have quite a few of my friends that have been along the journey with me, flying in or coming, and I just want to be able to wow them because they've been through the journey and they've seen some of the things that I've done. They tell me all the time, like since from when I announced that I got selected, that I can't wait to see what you put out there. I'm just ready for that jaw dropping wow factor, like just from my
Yeah.
friends. I hope I get some of that from the audience and inspire them to know buy from me, of course.
Oh, you
But
will,
I'm
honey, because we doing something they can't do. Okay.
but I'm definitely ready to wow my friends. Like it's gonna be hard to wow my partner because he done seen everything. Like he inspired some of the pieces actually. So, but everyone else, I'm just ready for that wow factor from them.
Do you have men's stuff?
I don't, but I saw that I had we have a guy. So I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try my best. That's one thing I don't do is men's stuff. I actually have a pair of granny square shorts because I hate granny square, so I made those, but they're for someone else. So I'm thinking about making a pair so that he can have in sports on the runway. I was surprised. I was happy, surprised, pleasantly surprised to see a man.
Yep. Now Sharon does set the internet on fire with her son.
No, he set the internet on fire, not me.
So I know you got some man pieces.
Oh my God, I don't have any more, but I will make one.
I liked what you made for him. That was really nice.
Thank you. Yeah, I just asked him, because he sings, and I'm like, I'm gonna make you something, and I
Oh,
made that for him like 2 months, 3 months ago, and he was like, "Mom, I'm going to do a photo shoot, and I'm gonna wear the shirt." I was like, "Okay." He sent me those pictures. I was like, Oh, you really doing it? Okay.
Nice.
So yeah, I was like, I need to make you some more stuff, son.
Yes, you do. He was
Yes.
a perfect model. He did a good, he did his thug thizzle in them pictures. And
Yeah.
Oh man, I got to go look. I got to go
you
look.
haven't seen him? Oh man.
Oh.
I mean, that's
Girl.
her son, so I can't say nothing crazy. So
Oh, trust and believe, I've heard it from my
I know.
clients, okay? I've heard a lot of it from my clients.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, he said it, he set it off. I was like, okay. He's very photogenic too.
Very photogenic. You have
Yeah,
a very attractive family, ma'am.
thank you.
Very beautiful family.
Thank you.
Okay, well, I don't want to keep everybody forever. Do you guys have anything you want to add before we wrap this up?
I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
Um, how did you get started with Strands? Like, what inspired you to do it? Of course, we all want more out of our business, but this is something huge that I actually aspired at one point. What got you started?
Um, it was 2017. And I was just making stuff. I was teaching, was I teaching? I was teaching crochet class at the Southwest Art Center, and they have a theater over there. And at first, I didn't think you could pull off a fashion show in a theater on a stage. I felt like you always needed a runway. But I got to talking to, I'm sorry, let me go back. In 20, I think that was 2017, I had my first event, which was Hooks, Whips, and Chains, which was more like supposed to be like a convention kind of, where there's classes and vendors and all that. It didn't come out exactly how I wanted it to, but it was the beginning of it, right? So we
Yeah.
did Hooks, Whips, and Chains. And then I was talking to a photographer and I had run it by him about having a fashion show on the stage. He was like, yeah, you could do that. So I asked the art center, I was like, well, can I book the theater? And it was November of 2017.
Mhm.
It was November 2017. I asked to book the theater and they were like, sure. The only time they had available was March, which was 4 months later.
Yeah.
So I just did what I had to do and pulled off a show in 4 months. But I didn't get the theater actually the first year. I had to do it in the black box. Um, but we were sold out. We had 100 seats in that black box and we were sold out. I don't really know where the idea came from. I swear most of my stuff is divine. I get a lot of ideas in the shower. But I swear God just downloads things to my head on a daily basis. So I don't know where the initial idea to have the show really came from. And to call it Strands, it was divine.
But the thing about it is executing those ideas. We all
Right.
get ideas, you just don't execute a lot of
Right.
them.
Yeah.
I'm big on execution. Like anybody will tell you, like, yeah, I'm a big executioner. I'm not about sitting around thinking about stuff. Like to
Mhm.
me, I feel like um if you can dream it, you can achieve it.
Yeah.
God wouldn't have gave you the idea if you weren't capable of pulling it off, period.
Yeah.
Like there's some things I don't dream of because there ain't no way in hell I'm going to achieve them either. So, it's not even a thought. But so I don't know. Every thought that I'm given or idea that I'm given, I try my best to implement, which is kind of problematic because I got a whole lot of stuff going on and everything don't get finished all in timely manner. But I couldn't even honestly tell. I just was sitting there and it just came to be. I was like, we need a platform for us. There was
Yes.
nothing. Okay, so when I did start, I would say crochet has grown exponentially within the last 7 to 10 years.
Okay. Very much
Um,
so.
I don't think we was nowhere near on this page 7, 8 years ago, right?
Right.
Where we are now. So I felt like I always felt like crocheting was, crocheters were looked at as second-class citizens compared to knitters, right? Knitters were like, "Ugh," and everything was geared toward knitters, the yarn, the stores, everything, right? I was like, okay, so that's how y'all want to play? Well, I'm going to put crochet on the map. So,
Right.
and that was my goal, like to make it so that crochet wasn't just a trend. It was just it's an everyday thing, you know, just like any other, just like they got knit sweaters every damn wear. Why we can't have crochet sweaters every damn wear, you know?
Right.
So it was just that, just wanting to platform us, give us something to do.
Absolutely.
And that's what it turned out to be. I don't know if many crochet shows had been done before that. I think there had been, but I guess I just took it and ran with it and didn't let it go. That was the thing. I didn't let it go. Most people would have dropped it by now, and I just didn't let it go.
Yeah.
Because one people, you know, they think fashion shows are like glitz and glam, and yeah, but no. But it's not a lot of money either. Not at my level yet. So people get what's the word? Disappointed, discouraged, and they won't do it for more than 1 or 2 times. So, but I love it. I'm glad to platform all you fabulous designers and giving those who don't think they can the fact that they can. So that's how that started. I hope I answered your question.
You did. No, you did.
Okay. But yeah, so I got a lot going on with the crochet world.
Thank you. I thank you for giving us a platform.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, you're welcome. And you're welcome. I'm delighted to be able to do it. I'm glad I'm still here doing it. I hope I can continue to keep doing it for many, many years to come, and
You will.
So yeah.
And Strands is growing.
It is.
Yeah.
And not only just did I want a place for crochet designers, but for us, like for us.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel you.
Because like I said, we second-class citizens all the way around with it. So, now knitting is looked at as something, it seems like crocheting is overcoming knitting in popularity and everything. So I think my goal is becoming realizing itself.
Yeah.
All right. So any more questions for me?
No. Well, not for me, Miss Sharon.
No, I'm ready. I mean, I'm not ready with everything, but I'm ready.
You're ready to keep journeying, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Okay, now tell me again y'all's dates. I should know this. Sharon, you're going to be on...
I'm going to be Sunday.
Okay, Sunday the 28th. Tisha will be on Saturday the 27th. Yes. I'll be on both days, hopefully. You never know what happens with me. But I'll have some pieces up there. I've been working my butt off on some things. So please come out to the Sweet Auburn Music Festival, 27th, 28th. It is on Irwin Avenue I guess that's downtown Atlanta. I be staying in my outskirts so much that I don't visit the city to be fully aware. But sweetauburnmusicfest.com has all your information. You can follow them online or on Instagram. And I need you guys to tell the world where they can find you. Sharon?
Okay, my website is stringfellowcrochet.com. I'm on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Stringfellow Crochet.
All right. Miss Tisha?
You can find me on Instagram and TikTok for the time being at hooked_crochet_.
You need
and TikTok is your favorite hooker.
Okay. You need a website?
Do I need a website?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Holla at me.
I sure will.
All right, ladies. Again, thank you. I appreciate it. Your time today, and I will see you in what, 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
3 weeks.
Lord, 3 weeks. Yeah.
Soon.
Is it 2 now?
No, we still have. Okay, wait. Today's
20 days. We'll be there in 20 days.
3 weeks. 3 weeks. 20 days. Yeah. 3 weeks. All right. So safe travels, Miss Sharon. I will see you soon. And Tisha, I will see you soon as well.
Can't wait
Okay.
to meet y'all.
Likewise.
Indeed.
Bye, y'all.
All right.
Bye.
Have a great day. Happy
You too.
hooking.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.